matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody to say because those who are being killed belong to this region, belong to this religion, belong to this tribe, and then others too are being killed, cannot be an acceptable excuse. Before I left government, I know we had capacity to pick up anybody in Nigeria who commits crime anywhere. The capacity that we didn't have then is after we have identified and located such a criminal, we have no capacity to be able to pick him up without moving on land or by air. Now we have capacity. With drones, you can sniff them up. You can take them out. Why are we not doing that? Why are we apologizing? Why are we negotiating? No matter what religion you belong to, no matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody to say because those who are being killed belong to this region, belong to this religion, belong to this tribe, and then others too are being killed, cannot be an acceptable excuse. Before I left government, I know we had capacity. No matter what religion you belong to, no matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody to say because no matter what religion you belong to, no matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody, no matter what religion you belong to, no matter where you come from, no matter what profession, we Nigerians are being killed. And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting us. We are part of the world community. If our government cannot do it, we have right to call on the international community to do for us what our government cannot do for us. And for anybody to say because those who are being killed belong to this region, belong to this religion, belong to this tribe, and then other
assistance to Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Why isn't it a genocide against Christians in Nigeria?
We don't want to be the next Sudan.
You dispute the numbers that have been reported to have been killed, but you have no idea how many Christians have been killed.
We are not hiding any facts.
Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. There is a reason that we're seeing these Islamic militants going around and yelling Allahu Akbar. That's not by coincidence.
It's easy for her to sit thousands of miles away and play games with people's lives.
I perform several burials because the Islamic are controlling the government. Let me tell you, there's a genocide in Nigeria.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Why isn't it a genocide against Christians in Nigeria?
We don't want to be the next Sudan.
You dispute the numbers that have been reported to have been killed, but you have no idea how many Christians have been killed.
We are not hiding any facts.
Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. There is a reason that we're seeing these Islamic militants going around and yelling Allahu Akbar. That's not by coincidence.
It's easy for her to sit thousands of miles away and play games with people's lives.
I perform several burials because the Islamic are controlling the government. Let me tell you, there's a genocide in Nigeria.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Point. This is an aberration. I mean, you don't attack Nigerian Defense Academy and kill officers and get away with it. Yeah. The last time I was in NDA was in 2017. I went to carry out an investigation by the Minister of Defense. I wanted me to check what is going on with the training and the security environment there. I remember I spent about a week at NDA with the commandant and with the staff, you know. But something struck me, and that was every Friday, the gate of NDA is thrown open, and everybody have access to come and pray in the mosques. And I want to actually enjoin journalists to go to all military formations across the country on Friday by 1 o'clock. You are going to see the same thing happening across all military formations, including Naval Training Command Papa, including the division in Ibadan, including NDA, including Jaji. I was in Jaji in 1994 for my junior division. And every Friday, our gate is thrown open. And everybody comes in to pray in our mosques. Even though they have their mosque outside. If you go to defense headquarters, I serve at defense headquarters as the Deputy Director, Defense Administration between 2015. It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia, and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Aso Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate them. Our heroes living, we mourn them as well, as we continue to fight on to see that Biafra is fully restored. He say, he say, he say, he say. Greetings to everyone, and I salute you from my end. Could be morning, could be afternoon, could be evening, could be night. In your time, salute all of you. And as you join us, please invite others to join us as well, because we are live and direct. We are going live on TikTok now. So join us on all platforms as we continue to carry the message of freedom. We salute all of you. We salute our leaders that have lived before us and are no more. And we salute all our heroes that have fought the path of freedom, both the living and the dead. We salute our leaders that are in prison today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and every other Biafran that is in prison because of Biafra. We salute all of them. We salute our heroes that are still fighting on, that are in the battlefield, the BDF, and every man and woman that is sacrificing his or her life for Biafra. We salute you all. Today is 21st of January, 2026, in the day of our Lord Chukwu Okike Abiyama. If on this very day and at this very point, the spirit of Okpabiasika in you have not allowed you to be delivered and to recognize the work of BRGIE under the present leadership since since 2024 November, when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was in prison. If at this very point and on this very day, 21st January 2026, the spirit of Okpabiasika and Ifejina that is inside of you have not released you, have not left you, has not liberated you, for you to now know and understand that the person that has been carrying the burden and the cross of BRGIE since November 2024 to this day has been the present Prime Minister, Okechukwu Nkere. If at this very point and on this very day, 21st January 2026, the spirit of Okpabiasika and Ifejina have not allowed you to recognize and understand that our two leaders have been in prison And that since they have been in prison, it has been only one active leader that has been making things happen, that has been taking care of you and taking care of many things and taking charge and carrying the responsibility of many things and everything. If at this point and on this very day, 21st January 2026, the spirit of Ukpabi Asika, the spirit of Ifejuna have not left you and have not allowed you to recognize and to come to terms with the fact that since November 2024, that our leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister, then was imprisoned, that the only person that this leadership fell on his shoulder and had carried the responsibility from home and abroad, has carried the responsibility, even when they were two coup stage, which they destroyed our finance. Many of you did not have money to run any logistics. Even the convention that you went, Ngozi blocked the money that you all donated for the convention so that the convention will be destroyed. It is this same finance minister that look for money from where none of you knows to restore that lost dignity of that declaration on 2nd December. And since then, all of you have attacked and destroyed the minds of Biafrans on their financial commitment to this very government. It is not all about what we come out to do on Saturday and Sundays. For those of you that are very good in doing calculations, I want you to go and sit down and calculate. Finish the calculation and come back to me. When you calculate on Saturday, you calculate on Sunday, you add it up, tell me the total. Tell me whether that alone can take care of the entire lobbyists and technical advisors that we have in the US. Tell me if that alone can take care of the bills in Baltimore. Tell me if that alone can take care of the legal bills. Then tell me if that alone can take care of the logistics in the homeland. You come to the media, you carry the microphone. Wow, 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 wow. You shout, you make noise. You spend 6 hours to do broadcast. You shout, you make noise everywhere. You don't know that it is not all about what we do on Saturday and Sundays. But there are sacrifices that people make behind the scene that outweighs what you know, which actually goes down to make things happen without people coming to make noise on the social media. If there was no backbone, there will be no BRGIA today. It's not about us talking on the media, carrying the microphone and talk, create the awareness. After the awareness and no action monetarily, after the awareness and no action physically, after the awareness and no action logistically, after the awareness and the monetary values are not coming in to catapult the lobbies and the attorneys and the technical advisors, the legal advisors that we have in Washington, D.C., to catapult the defense to where they have to go. After the talking in the media, then no monetary values for the logistics to go to work. Do you think you would have had all the success that you've had? No, you will not have all the success. Even when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was here, There was a secret behind that success. There was a man behind that success. Not a man that come to make noise in the media. Not a man that talk too much. Not a man that carries or raises his shoulder too much. No. Not a man that you even hear his name everywhere. He's a humble performer, a miracle performer that God has placed him. A silent displacer who does the work and then comes out to speak just few and keep quiet and mellow down. And then many of you took him for a fool because you took his subtlety to be timidness. When you kill Goliath, you are happy. But for Goliath to go down, you need a David. When you destroy a David, or a Joshua, or a Samson, or a Moses, in the day of war, you will cry tears and you will cry blood. If on this very day, and at this very point, 21st day of January 2026, you cannot open your mouth to give praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama for blessing you with Okechukwu Nkere. That means your generations are cursed. You have been cursed before you came to live because you don't know what God has given to you. Because even Mazi Simon Ekpa was always telling the entire cabinet that without Okechukwu Nkere, who is saving our ass on daily occasions, that shame would have been our portion. We wouldn't know where we would have gone. That God brought him to us and placed him for us for a purpose and for a reason. Many of you were clapping when Obatobie was saying it. When Odogu was saying it, you were clapping, not knowing that you're clapping with one hand and gnashing your teeth on the other end. If on this very day, 21st day of January 2026, you can confidently come out to continue to destroy Okechukwu Nkere's name or Elias or Atoni Dabiri or BRJ. Don't even talk about Sonny because Sonny is nobody. Sonny is a little finger. Sonny is a little finger. But there are men that God bless and place them for a purpose for Biafra. I continue to say it. Sonny is a little finger. And when I say Sonny is a little finger, I know what role little finger played in that very poet. But if on this very day, 21st day of January 2026, you are still there castigating Okechukwu Nkere, and you are still coming to come and say he is not doing anything, you don't know him. Is our leaders that are in chains that you know. It is meaning that your brain is totally damaged. I want to ask many of you, is it our leaders that are in chain that have carried the burden of BRGI and Biafra and defense and the lobbying since November 2024 to this very day? Is it our leaders that are in chain that you see on daily basis, creating awareness, moving around, and doing everything, breaking all the bounds to make sure that Biafra is heard everywhere? Is it our leaders that are in chain that are talking to you every day? Is it our leaders that are in chains that are salvaging the situations every day? Is it our leaders that are in chain that you pick up your phone and call when you have trouble? Are you calling Mazi Simon Ekpa from inside prison while you have problem in one way or another? Are you calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from inside prison while you have one problem or another? While you have one necessity? Are you calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from prison? Are you calling Mazi Simon Ekpa from prison? Carry your phone as I speak now. All of you should carry your phones and check. Did you dial Mazi Nnamdi Kanu number or Mazi Simon Ekpa's number from November of 2024 to this very day, January 21st, 2026? Have you dialed Mazi Simon Ekpa's number and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's number? And then he responded the call to you. And then he told you what you have to do. He told you that you should send the account number that I'm going to help you out, since you had monetary problems. I'm asking you, did he stay inside prison? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stay inside prison? Did Mazi Simon Ekpa stay inside prison to approve of anything for you, or to do anything for you, or to submit any document to the US Congress while they are inside prison? Is it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inside prison? Or is it Mazi Simon Ekpa inside prison that is doing it for you? Are you calling Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every day with your phone from inside prison? Okay, Chukwunkere. It's good for you to call him when you have issues, right? All of you will call him. You carry phone and call him when it is about finance, because he's the finance minister. Abi? He has to do with the money, right? Okay. When it is time to destroy names, you destroy his name. Abi? When it is time to look for money and to look for help, you will not go and call our leaders that are inside prison. You will pick up the phone and call Okechukwu Nkere. That is the time you remember that he is here, he is not in prison. That time you will remember that you cannot call our leaders in prison. And even if you call our leaders in prison, even while they are here, the money is not in their hand. There are people that are born and they have money, but their hand is agamagom. Agamagom! Do you know what it means to have an uncle or aunt that has money, but you are crying to that your uncle or your aunt just to give you 1,000 naira? You cannot get the money. But when you call Okechukwu Nkere, you know, go cry finish. He will have a solution for you. And you think that he does not know what he should be doing with his own money. That because his heart is built to be very good and to always be sympathetic and to listen and to respond to people's problems, you now think that you can take him for a fool. Oh my God. Why is this call coming? Sorry for the distraction. Some of you have actually seen Okechukwu Nkere finish. So, some of you have actually seen Okechukwu Nkere finish because his soft mind, his willingness to help has been calculated as a fool. Yes. While there are many Biafrans that have money, but they cannot bring it out the way he will bring it out to support this Biafra. I thought we had professors, doctors inside BRUJIE while Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was here. We had professors, we had doctors, we had lawmakers in the legal field. They all had money. They make so much money in their work and for years. But whenever Prime Minister Simon Ekpa say, we need so amount of money for us to solve so problem for this government, that time you will not hear any of the professors or doctors or lawmakers. You will not hear them bring out any money that is near even 500 or 1,000. Except they are pressured, except they are cajoled. Before they will bring it out, hey, they will give conditions. But Okechukwu Nkere will stand up and say, I am borrowing, I am lending the government 20,000 a gemma, 10,000 a gemma, so that we can solve this problem and move on, so that nothing will be a blockade to our progress. But all of you there, professors and doctors and bishops, professors and doctors and bishops, you all have the money. You cannot bring it out. But Okechukwu Nkere is... Chai! Una don't see Okechukwu Nkere finish because of say he wants this Biafra tomorrow. While all of you want to lock your own inside and keep, you don't want to bring it out. Abi? So, professors and doctors full inside Biafra government cabinet when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa dey. The professors and doctors cannot bring out their money willingly without compulsion. I don't mean bringing out 100 Ejima like Sonny. Sonny will bring out 100 Ejima who is suffering in Africa, while a professor and a doctor that is in Europe and America and UK will be bringing out the same 100 Ejima, 200 Ejima. Are you kidding? Is it 100 Ejima and 200 Ejima that you use to fight war? Is it 100 Ejima and 200 Ejima that you use to pay lobbies and attorneys so that they can strike serious deals on the table of the lawmakers in America? If on this very day, 21st day of January, 2026, you are still shouting that you don't see what BRGIA have been doing under the able leadership of Okechukwu Nkere since November 2024 down to this very day. I want to also remind you people something. It is one thing for you to have a prime minister in office, and then you now have a backbone to that prime minister. When I mean a backbone, I mean financial backbone to the government. Most especially a government in exile that is struggling to stand up. A government in exile that is looking for unanimous support from everybody. You have a prime minister, that prime minister must have a strong backbone. If not so, his government will not excel. He will not have exploit. There was a secret, and it's available in every government. Where you drive the force, there must be financial backbone force. You had a prime minister, Simon Ekpa was in office. And then there had to be a financial backbone as a finance minister. When things are needed, the prime minister will call his finance minister and run to him. And then he will assemble a meeting. His finance minister will put heads together and then salvage the situation in whichever manner, not minding the repercussion. Today now, he is the prime minister. Nkere is the prime minister today. And he does not have someone to replace that kind of strong backbone which he was to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Are you getting the point? Do you now understand the kind of burden that is on his head? Who will he cry to that will be able to salvage or save the situation the way he was a backbone to be saving situation to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa? Now that he is the Prime Minister and he doesn't have strong hands like him, the way he was, as a strong hand, as a backbone to support Prime Minister Simon Ekpa while he was in office. If on this very day, 21st day of January, 2026, all of you that are shouting on the media, let me see any of you come out to the media and be shouting, you don't know Okechukwu Nkere. You will tell me whether it is Mazi Simon Ekpa or whether it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is inside prison since 2021 and since November 2024 that you have been crying to every time that you have problem. You will tell me whether it is man Simon Ekpa that is in prison that you have been crying to since November 2024 down to this very day. When last did you dial man Simon Ekpa's number when you have problem, when you have issues? Is it man Simon Ekpa that you run to in prison? Is it man Simon Ekpa that you run to in prison? Or that is when you remember to ring the phone of Okechukwu Nkere? That is when you all remember that, oh, Okechukwu Nkere is the man in charge. He is the head of BRGIA. But when you want to go to the media to destroy his name, destroy every process that BRGIA are doing, sacrificing their lives and working on every day. As we are here like this, we cannot travel to go to where we want to go. We cannot go to anywhere and do anything we want to do. We all love life. All of you will see comfort and do anything you want to do. But some of us cannot travel to go to anywhere. These are some of the sacrifices that we are going through because we put our leg in this Biafran cause. You think that Okechukwu Nkere would not love to travel to the Caribbeans? You think that he doesn't love to go and also have fun with whatever he wants to do with his money and with his life? But he is stuck one place because he has carried himself and sacrificed for Biafra. The same way that you see that our leaders in prison, have carried their lives and sacrificed for Biafra. All some of you do is come to the media and start destroying the effort of BRGIA, destroying the effort of BDF, destroying the mindset of Biafrans and causing series of confusions. You will tell me whether it is Okechukwu Nkere that all of you carried your phone and call since November 2024 to 2026, or whether it is Mazi Simon Ekpa that you carry your phone and telephone them inside prison. Whether they answered you and responded to you from inside prison and gave you what you need. You will all tell me. If not, hey, the God of Biafra will slap many of you. When you don't want to give honor and respect to who it is due, and the person that has sacrificed all his life, I want to ask you, all those bloggers and social media criminals and noisemakers, whichever way can you tell me that they have raised money for you, that you have run to them and then they are able to give you 1 million naira for those of you that are in Nigeria? Or you're looking for 2,000 a gemma and then you can get it. Or looking for 3,000 a gemma, you can get it. You're looking for 3 million AJ, you can get it from them. How many times have you gotten it? Or you're looking for 10 million AJ, then they have given it to you. Or you're looking for 5 million AJ, or even 1 million AJ, or even 500,000 AJ, and then they have given to you. Can you bring me the proof? Can you bring me the proofs? No. You want to wake up to destroy what you have built and what we have built. What we have suffered and built from November 2024 coming down to January 2026. Everybody should be careful because we are in 2026 and a lot of things are changing and many things are going to be brutal. It is either you are in or you are out. Yes, everybody should get prepared for the upcoming eviction protests in Biafra land. It is aimed at evicting Nigerian terrorist presence. Donald J. Trump said, take over your institutions. I don't mean a protest that you hit the street and you're singing and dancing and waving flag. You are just creating awareness. We're not talking of creating awareness. We have gone past the time of creating awareness. When you have declared the declaration or the restoration of independence of the Biafra, the next thing you do is to do what? Evict the remaining terrorists in your land. to tell the international community that you are ready. And as you evict, you take them down. You raise your flag. You show that you have conquered this territory and that you are advancing. That is what we want to see. We don't want to see showy displays of the biggest flag. You do flag protests. Are you doing flag protests? Are you going to do flag protests from 2012 down to 2026? No. Any day you see Biafrans hit the street again, they are going to hit the street to the eviction of Nigeria in Biafra land. You cannot have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu imprisoned, sentenced to death, sentenced to life imprisonment, and then you're just going to the street. Nigeria release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you wave flag. Have you not done that kind of protest before? It is now that your governors and senators and your traditional rulers are now going to go and visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a Sokoto prison. When he was not sentenced to death and life imprisonment, they did not go to see him. They did not go to challenge Nigerian government. So they waited for Nigerian government to kill him. You see, the worst thing and the most foolish thing is to hear a Biafran say, if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if Nigerian government kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if they poison Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or if they kill him. So you want to wait for Nigerian government to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you do something. What have you done when they kidnap him? What have you done when they refused to release him since 2021 down to 2025? What have you done when they now sentence him to death? What have you done when they now sentence him to life imprisonment? You are now waiting and saying, if they kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before you will now do what you have to do. You are a bunkum. That is the utterances of an idiot, because an idiot doesn't care about what is supposed to do to make a change. It only sit down to be talking nonsense. Doesn't care about how many babies, women, and children have been slaughtered and outnumbered in their communities. Instead, you're waiting to hear Nigeria tell you, we have killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before you now take the big action that you're supposed to take. The same way they have killed Igonzo, the same way they have killed many of your generals, the same way they have killed those that started the fight with Wazirige, the same way they have killed many Biafrans and even poured acid on many of them. What did you do? Oh, it is when they will kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you now do your worst. Boko Haram terrorists is kidnapping people church by church and packing them into the bush. You have not done anything yet. Boko Haram terrorists is coming to your community and kidnapping many of you in Enugu Road, inside Enugu, and in Imo State, inside Imo. You have not done anything. You have not gone to capture the terrorists and slaughter them to pieces. You are waiting until when you hear say they kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are a bunkum, because even if Nigerian terrorists kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, as dullard and as foolish as you are, you will not still do anything. Because if you are not foolish, you will not go and abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place. They now give you Peter Obi. You now leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wait, let me go for Peter Obi election, Igbo presidency. You go, when you try, you say no work, you now remember, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you still in prison for Biafra? I'm coming back. You now come back, you continue to shout, holy, 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 Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Now they now say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are sentencing you to death. We are sentencing you to life imprisonment. What is the next thing that all of you are doing? What all of you are doing now is that you now go back to Obi again. You are now shouting, obedient, obedient, obedient. This time it's not obedient under Labour Party. Obi, Labour, Labour, Obi, 99, Obi, 25, Obi, 100, Obi. This time it's not Obi under Labour again. This time you are taking Obi to where? ADC, Northern Region Political Party. They bring Obi from the east to come and put him there and place him as a statue just because of Biafra, so that they will destroy all your brains. So is it the same you that is shouting obedience under Northern Region Party, which they are eliminating your brothers and sisters? Is it the same you that is waiting and saying that when they kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before you come and do something in Nigeria, you are a bunkum? Wake up from your slumber. Yes. There is another message. We are asking and looking for Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of Sokoto, after America bombed the terrorists in Nigeria, we have not seen Sultan of Sokoto come out to say anything. And we are looking for Sultan of Sokoto. Where is Sultan of Sokoto? We want Sultan of Sokoto. Yes. Those that have him should go and bring him. Wherever people have kept Sultan of Sokoto, we want him. Because we can't imagine that the children of Sultan of Sokoto who are terrorists were bombed because of their ignorant crimes. We can't fathom the fact that Sultan of Sokoto's children who are terrorists were bombed by American forces. And then after Sultan of Sokoto disappeared, Sultan of Sokoto did not say a word. The next thing all of you see is that there is escalating tension, escalating and increased bombing, more kidnappings. The question now is, where is Sultan of Sokoto? Because what we can see is that after American Department of War bombed the terrorists in Nigeria, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Air Force, they went to go and pay condolence visit to Sultan of Sokoto. You are paying condolence visit to Sultan of Sokoto as what? Did his children die? Did his wife die? Did his baby die? Did his mother or father die? Or did his concubine die? Did his sugar mommy or sugar daddy die? Or did his berebere or his granite or magi, did he die? Where is Sultan of Sokoto? And why has he not said anything after American Department of War bombed his terrorist children who have killed and destroyed babies, women, and children of the Christians for the past 20 years? Gone are the days that you all use our lives to play politics. Yes, we are happy that we have been able to topple the awareness to make sure it goes global. That is why we are asking all those people that claim that Okechukwu Nkere is not the leader of BRGI since November 2024. We are asking them, is it Mazi Monegba that you have seen here since November 2024? Is it Mazi Monegba that have always taken care of your problems since November 2024 to this very day? Is it Mazi Monegba that you carry your phone and call from November 2024 down to this very day? Is it Mazi Monegba that you carry your phone and call? Is it the one carrying the burden of BRGIA from inside prison since the day he was imprisoned? He was sentenced to prison because of BRGIA. And while he is inside prison, he is not running the regular day-to-day affairs of BRGIA. So if you are still living in denial, you are still sleeping and you don't want to wake up, I will pour drink on the ground and call the God of our ancestors to block that your brain so that it will never open again. Because your brain needs to be totally blocked because you have a demented brain. A demented brain does not need salvage. You don't need to salvage such brain. Any brain that is not useful. What in Bible talk? Bible talk say, any tree that is not bearing fruit shall be cut off. And any fruit that is not useful to the community, any fruit that is not useful to life, you have to destroy such fruit. Don't even allow it to grow anymore, so that it will not come and contaminate and destroy the entire humanity. That is why these terrorists that you see that are emanating from Middle East, from Europe, from Africa, from America, from UK, from Asia, you have to eliminate them. That is a forbidden fruit that has come to destroy lives. That's why I continue to ask all of you, or some of you, yes, some of you, your brains are okay. While some of you, your brains have been damaged. And when I see that, we pray to God to deliver your brains and the cells inside. And you're not helping yourself. You know, heaven help those who help themselves. First, we will try to render that help for you. We will initiate the plan. If we see that you don't want to help yourself, oh my God, I will help that your brain to be totally blocked and totally destroyed. Because something that is not useful should not be allowed to stay, because it will cause people more damages. So wake up from your slumbers. The highest awareness that has not been created and the highest attention that has not been attracted on Biafra in the international scale has happened since November, coming to this 2026 January. And it is happening under your own watch, while you are here, while our two leaders are in prison, and while all the responsibility is falling on you that is here, who is not in prison. But if you fail to acknowledge it, I will help you for your brain to be totally damaged. Because if your brain cannot be useful at this time, that America actually came to deal with the Nigerian terrorists for your own favor, if you cannot be grateful to what has been done so far, even Donald Trump himself, he's telling himself that God is grateful to him, that God is happy with him for what he is using him to do, because God has used him to stop series of genocide, to stop series of massacre that would have consumed your entire communities. But you cannot be grateful to him because the spirit of Okpabiasika and Efejuna has already taken up your mind. Let me know if it is our leaders in prison that you have cried to, that have taken care of your logistics, that have taken care of every day-to-day running of the affairs of BRGIA since November 2024 to this very day, which our two leaders have been in prison. I am asking you to let me know. Sultan of Sokoto, that has collected woto has gone into the oblivion. You cannot hear Sultan of Sokoto's voice. You cannot see him come out to appear and talk and carry mic and talk in occasions. Since the day that his terrorist children, brothers and sisters, were bombed. But since ever his terrorist children have been bombing Christians and killing and kidnapping, from 2012 to this very day, you did not hear Sultan of Sokoto cry. You did not see him disappear from the media. You did not see him disappear from every public occasions. But since the day American Department of War dropped that bomb on their terrorists in Sokoto, which happens to be the capital the capital of where the logistics is distributed, where every agreement is being made, where they now agree to now dispatch themselves into every Christian community to go and slaughter. Since that day, we don't see Sultan of Sokoto. Where is Sultan of Sokoto? It's a question that all of you need to find out. That is what you need to call them and ask. Where is Sultan of Sokoto? Listen to this. I actually thought I'm only I'm just opening the comment section now. You guys are bombarding too many comments in the comment section. Some people some people are saying that they also want to visit Onitsha. Ayo, Ayo said he also want to visit Onitsha. Oh my God, you guys are wonderful. No sound, but I can see myself coming out with sound. Please, those that are listening, can you hear any sound? Someone just said no sound. Can anyone hear any sound? Please, if you can hear any sound, type on the comment section. If you can hear me speak, type on the comment section. If you can hear me speak, type on the comment section, please. If you can hear me speak, type on the comment section, please. Else I will have to refresh. If anyone can hear me, type on the comment section, please. If anyone can hear me, type on the comment section. Type on the comment section. Okay, Igwe Peter said my voice is coming out. All right, Uche, my voice is coming out. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Felix. Thank you. Maritelkam, thank you. All right, Maziayo, thank you. Okay. William, thank you. Ogi Godomingo, thank you. Ikuku. Chuku, thank you. All right. Jerome, thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we have to continue. Yeah, I paused the video and I'm going to start playing the video again. You see, the terrorists were bombed because they have slaughtered Christians. And then I played a video at the beginning of the program where the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria claimed that there was no Christian genocide, that Donald Trump is going on false narrative that the Biafrans fed him. Let me play it again.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Did you hear that? This is a Minister of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria telling you that Donald Trump is lying, that there is no persecution of Christians or persecution of any religion, or that there is no genocide, that Donald Trump is basing his claims on falsehood that we, the Biafran people, submitted, because their main target is Biafran people are the ones causing them the problem. They identify us that we are their problem. They forget the fact that they have committed international kidnapping already. They are international kidnappers. They kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. That is one international treaty that they have broken. And they're not supposed to be amongst member nations sitting down to talk when you have violated international community ethics. They also forget the fact that every other Christian that they massacre in Nigeria using this jihad, that they also have families and affiliates outside Nigeria who can as well tell their pastors, tell their MPs, tell their congressmen, tell their governors where they are, and also share real life stories. So as a Biafran, wherever they say you are the problem of Nigeria, you should be proud of yourself that you have been able to bring Nigeria to their knees in 2025. In 2025, you have been able to weaponize Nigerian nonsense against them. Yes. Because all the nonsense that they have been doing, you have used it to weaponize against them. You've been able to weaponize and activate U.S. foreign policy apparatus against Nigeria. As a Biafran, that is what you have done to them. You have activated credibility damage by exposing them and dragging their nyash out to international community for the entire world to see what they have been doing. Because the genocide and the massacre for years have been downplayed and blocked by the Nigerian government. In 2025, I also want to ask those that say, okay, Chukwunkere, BRGIE, the BDF are not the one doing things that have happened. I want to ask you, is it Mazi Simon Ekpa or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that are inside prison that submitted the congressional testimony against Nigeria for Biafra and for our leaders that are in prison to the U.S. Congress? Is it our leaders in prison, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that submitted that congressional testimony to the U.S. Congress? Is it? Una mumu too much. That is why the hatred in some of you cannot even allow you to make progress in this Biafra. Yes. Because while your backstabbing and envy and jealousy and evil outweighs the good that you want to do, how can your good outshine? Your good can never outshine. Because your evil has overwhelmed you. It covers your face in shame. BRGIE has been able to weaponize U.S. foreign policies apparatus against Nigeria. And I want to address something. Some of you are in the media and some of you are basing your fact on what bloggers are doing. If in January 2021, if in January 21, 2026, you are basing your facts and figures on bloggers, it means you are very foolish. Yes. You go to bloggers, you pick news, you now base your conclusion or your analysis on what a blogger is saying. A social media blogger, a content creator. It means you have a problem. Yes. Because you are the one creating the news for the bloggers. You are the one doing the work. before the bloggers will see something to talk about. So why will you now be basing your conclusion or your reservation on what bloggers are doing while you are the one creating the news for them? If you did not convene in the White House on the 18th of September 2025 to testify against Nigeria, for Biafra, for our leaders in prison, for Christian genocide, for religious persecution, will Nigeria be running to America to go and beg? Will the bloggers have a topic to make do with on daily basis? All what they are talking about now is the result of what you did in Washington, D.C. So for those of you that listen to how bloggers are interpreting the message that, American U.S. Command, that American U.S. Command supplied weapons to Nigeria. I want to ask you, and that they are actually supporting Nigeria now, they are working with Nigeria. I want to ask you, did you see the weapons that they supplied to Nigeria? Did you see the weapons? Did they show you the weapons that they supplied to Nigeria? Did America Africom Command, US Command, did they show you the quantity or the quality of the weapons that they supplied to Nigeria? They did not show you. So why are you listening to social media bloggers? I want to ask you, do you think that American government, the Department of War, were able to strike the Boko Haram terrorists of Sultan of Sokoto in Sokoto on that very day? Did you think that they were able to strike those terrorists without intelligence gathering, with their drones and their airlifting of some things within the coverage of that place? Did you think that they just went to that place, they just strike, and then it went exactly to that place? There was precision in their strike. No. There has to be some drones and some intelligence gathering machine that is going to help American government to coordinate their intelligence surveillance from inside and outside, so that when they are projecting from the sea to bomb something and to destroy something, they will now juxtapose the precision, accuracy of what they read with what they have planted inside that zoological republic and what they are standing outside here to coordinate. They have to bring down or to interpose the coordinates so that they will have precision, accuracy in what they are doing before they will strike. If not, that is how some of you will now sleep and wake up and say, "Oh, America have killed civilians in their homes," but there was no collateral damages. So there must have to be some surveillance that American government have to plant. That is why you see that Nigerian government are not so happy that American government want to come and destroy their terrorists. Because to destroy the terrorists, if they are ready to collaborate, American government have to plant something from there and use that to do day-to-day intelligence gathering before they will now just oppose it with what they pick from the satellites, from the outside Nigerian soil. They will be doing accuracy check, precision check, till the day they want to strike, so that when they strike, they will hit the accurate target. They will not miss. And what are the bloggers telling you? The bloggers are telling you, "Oh, America are now working with Nigeria. They have abandoned Christians." And they make some of you to turn your brain upside down. Is it the bloggers that are explaining news to you, or you that actually engage the lawmakers should be the one to explain the news to the bloggers? Bloggers are to make money with whatever narrative that they push out there. There are many of the bloggers that are looking for everyday downfall of America Department of War as they are going about to eliminate the terrorists. So how do you expect that such bloggers will now report anything positive about the effort of the U.S. Department of War on the elimination of the terrorists inside Nigeria? Instead, they will go on the offensive against every good work of the Department of War of America. God has blessed and placed those people in a situation that they can come to eliminate all the terrorists for you. I want to ask you, since 2012, how many countries have come to look at the Christian genocide in Nigeria? Since 2012, how many countries have even had a second thought of asking you, how many Christians have been massacred in your communities? Do they care? No, they don't care. What they care is how many barrels of oil do they have to take out? How many pipelines of gas do they have to install? How do they have to take out the oil, the bitumens, the aluminum, the steel, the iron ore, the californium, the uranium? That is what they care. They care less about you. It's only America that is doing it. So when America is doing it, and those ones that enjoy from the death of your babies, women, and children, they will come to the media to play the devil's advocate, to try to downplay and to turn the narrative. If the foreign minister of Nigeria opened his mouth to say that Donald Trump is basing his claim of Christian genocide on falsehood, what do you now expect of the bloggers, the content creators that are emanating from Nigeria, that are groomed and bred from Nigeria? What do you expect of them? Do you expect them to be spectacular? Do you expect them to be truthful? Do you expect them to be different? No. A goat can never give birth to a lion, and a lion can never give birth to a goat. My father was a soldier, and that blood flows in me. So I cannot become a goat. My brain will always be ticking, tick, 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 tick the clock. I will calculate and see where you are going. I will anticipate what you are trying to do, and I will set the trap for you before you will fall into it. I will not be the first to strike. I will be watching, because we use intelligence in the military. So I will be watching you until when you have blown foul nyash. I'll come and help you to raise foul nyash, make the breeze blow very well. That's what I will help you do. But if you think that I'll always be the one to come out to start blowing the whistle, no be me invent USB survival whistle. Oh. The person wey invent am, she dey there. I allow her to invent USB survival whistle, then I go come help am raise the foul nyash. I tell am, blow the whistle very well. She go blow. Wee! Blow the whistle very well. She go blow. Wee! Now listen to the foreign minister of Nigeria. If the foreign minister of Nigeria can lie like this, I don't know what you expect Nigerian bloggers to do.
Allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Why?
Can you imagine a minister of foreign affairs of a country who is supposed to speak like the president of the country? Just imagine the ambassador of America. Let me play one video from the ambassador of America here. You will hear accuracy You will hear him speak with power. You will hear him speak with that courage. He is speaking like the president of America because the power has been bestowed on him on that very seat. He's going there to represent the nation. So you will not see him speak with fear. He will have all the statistics on the table. Can you imagine a foreign minister telling you that in Nigeria, when the terrorists kill people, we don't count the record by religion. But yet, at the end of your statement, you now open your mouth and say Nigeria is a multi-religion. You say it is multi-ethnic and multi-religion. You say that you have Christians, you have Muslim, you have Hindu, you have the Jew. But you say when somebody is being killed by terrorists, you don't classify it based on what purpose or who is being killed, whether that person is a Christian or is a Muslim or is a Hindu, that you just counted that is a Nigerian. So there are some other set of Nigerians that you people have brought. You brought some other set of terrorists, then you brand them Nigerian, you give them Nigerian passport and identification. You now say you are all Nigerians. Then some set of Nigerians will have to rise up to kill some set of Nigerians. And those set of Nigerians that will rise to kill some other set of Nigerians, they will go to target where there is churches. They will go to target the people that do not imbibe with their settings. Where is the publication of Convert or You Die? I want to ask a question. Convert or you die. We want to see something. The Convert or You Die. Have you ever seen this kind of publication from the Christians? Have you seen the part of Nigerians that claim to be Christians that go with this kind of concept, telling people that they must convert or they die? Have you seen them? Have you seen the part of Christians in Nigeria that goes to particular communities and tell people convert to Islam, convert to jihad, or you die? And this is what the Al-Qaeda, the ISWAP, the ISIS, the Boko Haram terrorists are doing. And then a foreign minister of a country is coming out to tell you that Donald Trump is basing the Christian genocide on what? On falsehood. Was it Christians that told these people to convert or they die? They stated it practically clear. Convert to this their terrorist group or you die. And the warning was given to Christians. The warning was not given by Christians to these terrorist groups. But the warning was given by these terrorist groups to Christians. 176. Today I saw the number was 178. When the man from the Epic Center was confessing and giving the live testimony, I'll play the video here, were kidnapped. This is not the first, this is not the second, this is not the third. This is why we need more bombing of these terrorists by U.S. Department of War. So they can continue to cry. It's none of our business. For as far as you are targeting Christians to kill, we need more of this bombing on the terrorists.
To Nigeria. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
It's unfortunate that President Trump has been misinformed. This false narrative that there's some persecution or a genocide.
Why isn't it a genocide against Christians in Nigeria?
We don't want to be the next Sudan.
You dispute the numbers that have been reported to have been killed, but you have no idea how many Christians have been killed.
We are not hiding any facts.
Right now, you have an Islamist government in Nigeria. There is a reason that we're seeing these Islamic militants going around and yelling Allahu Akbar. That's not by coincidence.
It's easy for her to sit thousands of miles away and play games with people's lives.
I perform several burials because the Islamic are controlling the government. Let me tell you, there's a genocide in Nigeria.
A minister of foreign affairs that is supposed to speak for your dear Nigeria, for those that are Nigerians, is actually the one telling you that what? That Donald Trump is lying, that there is no Christian genocide. And it is this same person that later came out and told you all that, oh, we coordinated the terrorist attack and we eliminated them, we approve it. While he was saying it, you saw the body language on him to show that what he is saying is a very big lie. How can somebody be lying in this very age, and you're lying and you don't even have shame, and people are looking at you and saying that you're lying? And today, he was on CNN, and he was still saying, oh, they don't need to take and escalate the issue like this, because they were asking him, what is it that Donald Trump bombed these terrorists last month? And today we have seen another kidnap of over 178 people inside church again. And they asked the animal, now that you are in Davos, in the business forum in Switzerland, what do you expect to give or to present to the international community? How should they look at Nigeria, citing the insecurity that has made Nigeria to become so volatile? Do you know what this idiot said? This idiot said that he wants the international community and every country of the world to treat Nigeria and see Nigeria as normal as every other country in the world, that they should come and do business. You want people to come and do business and invest their money inside Nigeria where their lives cannot be secured. Few days ago, an Indian national, a citizen of India, was reported to have been kidnapped by the terrorists, and they demanded whether 200 million naira. The money is to be paid. This is the kind of reputation that you create on the international community to attract investors. Which sane investor will hear that in Nigeria they kill over 125,000 Christians from 2019 or from 2009 to this very day? And Nigerian government have blocked this reportage from going out from Nigeria to America, because it's only America that seems to be the light of day that can hold anybody accountable for religious persecution. Every other country don't care. They are only concerned about how much barrel of oil and gas, how much natural resources they can suckle from your lands. They care less about your lives. You're telling international community they should come invest in Nigeria. Oh, come and cohabit with us. We have terrorists. We are very proud of it. It is a prevalent condition. So just come. Take us as every other country. You have to learn to live with our terrorists. If they kidnap you, they kill you. If they cut off your head, if they kidnap your baby, if they cut off your hand, if they force you to convert to their terrorist group as a Christian, or they kill you, hey, no problem. But just come. Just come and invest in Nigeria, because we are the den of the terrorists. And did you know that he also claimed that the terrorists or the kidnapping is also as a result of climate problem. Yes, because this is the narrative that they have painted for years, that the insecurity, that this jihad and this terrorism, that this Sharia is as a result of climate change. And I ask you, does climate change buy AK-47 to the Boko Haram terrorists? Does climate change procure trucks that terrorists have to jump in and haulage themselves from one state to another? Is it climate change that procure the weapons that these terrorists use to kidnap 178 victims in a church in Kaduna? Why didn't they go to kidnap those people in their own prayer house, in their mosque? Why did they go to kidnap the people inside the church? Because they know if they go to carry it out in their own mosque, it is counted as terrorism. It is not counted as genocide. Because you cannot see a Christian go and kill a Christian, and then you say a Christian is committing genocide, religious persecution. What are you persecuting the person for as a Christian? I thought you are all of the same faith. So, these terrorist groups are all of the same faith, with all of them that hit their head on the ground and be shouting that they are nonsense. So, they should rather be going there to that their own church to go and kidnap their people and kill them there. Let us see how they will now see the 7,000 virgins when they go to heaven. I wonder the kind of virgins that will be very useless for animals like this to have them. When they say in that their book, it is embedded that they have the prospect of 7,000 virgins. Hey, hello, Mero. So the pride of virgins have become so useless that instead of you to even give a virgin to a fine boy, or a beautiful boy, or a beautiful man, you now go and give a virgin to a monkey. You go and give a virgin to a monkey in the name of terrorist religion. Hey, hello, Mero. 178 have been killed, have been kidnapped. We don't have the hope and the aspirations of seeing all of them back alive. Is Nigeria still breathing? Are all of you that are believing in Nigeria still breathing? Where are all those people that used to come and attack us when we are doing Biafra programs? I think some of them are beginning to disappear. Please, we don't enjoy when we don't see them. Yes. We enjoy when we are talking and we are seeing them in the comment section, especially on TikTok. They used to flood this TikTok chat room. They will write all manners of nonsense, so I'll just be looking at them. You know, our own is, as you are writing, you are disgracing yourself. We don't waste time on you. We focus on bringing results. We continue to work hard. When you sleep and wake up, you come back tomorrow, you see result. As you're writing the rubbish, it is not me that will answer you. It is the people that see you in the comment section that will figure out your idiosyncrasy, and they will treat your fuck-ups. Because we are here for result. So, Sultan of Sokoto needs to be brought out. You guys need to bring Sultan of Sokoto out from wherever he is. Look for Sultan of Sokoto. Drag him out. We want to hear him come and speak. Let him not go and hide and be engineering his boys to go and kidnap more 174 church members inside church. Why are they not going to kidnap the Sultan of Sokoto himself? Why are they not going to kidnap his own children, his own family members? Why are they not invading his own palace? Why are they going after other people? Is the question that all of you should be asking them. I salute you all. And to cap up this very program, let us go to TikTok videos. We need to bring the live event that happened and the testimonies that spoke. Here are testimonies of the people that spoke. U.S. president sent to Nigeria. Why you need to divide the country so that Christians can be alive. After this church was invaded on Sunday in Kaduna, Nigerian police first denied that the terrorists did not kidnap anybody, that there is no report, that there is no evidence. Second, Nigerian government also denied. And then later they now published and said only 100 were kidnapped. Later on, even the governor or the local government chairman of that very state came out and was saying that the church should bring proof. They later brought the names out. Today now, over 177 people have been reported, and then the dates and the list have been released. Watch the rest of the video so that you see how Nigeria destroys lives. Why you need more of the bombing that U.S. president sent to Nigeria. Why you need to divide the country so that Christians can be alive away from this terror.
Wannan mutane su zo sun same mu ne cikin ikkilisiya nan. Da suka same mu ce su riga sun kewaye garin ma ba.
Ba wani abu sai duka an ka lura kaga kaina kaga wannan raunin da yi dukan da yi mun ne sun fasa mun kai.
Ni an kwashe mu yara na da mai gidan a yanayin da na samu kaina don na fama tunani ne.
Sun ce sun dauki mutane. Makasudin shine mun kira su yau ne ma sun kira mu sun ce mana wai mashina ne wanda su sun ajiye a can daji wayan jan dauka mashina din kuma sun gan tsawon mashina din ya bitan nan kuma mashina din guda 17 kuma sai mun biya ko mun kawo mashina din yau wai mutane mu za su dawo kuma mun yi bincike a gari ba mu samu ba mashina din a gari.
If there were no survivors to tell the story, the Nigerian government would deny that nothing happened. Now you can see survivors. You see those that they break head. You see those that they beat. Let's play the other one.
Armed gunmen kidnapped dozens of worshippers from 2 churches in Nigeria. Here's more.
They gather all the people, both the 2 churches, and then carry them away.
That was Doga Yohana, who fled as armed gunmen stormed two churches in northern Nigeria during Sunday services. The attackers took dozens of worshippers from the Evangelical Church Winning All and the Alberika Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church in Kaduna State. Another witness, Idris Madami, said he escaped the attackers, but about 20 members of his family were taken. He has not heard from them since. The kidnappings are the latest mass abductions in Nigeria.
20 members of his families were taken by these terrorists. 20 members of his families were taken by these terrorists. This is a family survivor. He has not seen them. He has not heard from them. He doesn't know their conditions now. The Nigerian government denied on Monday, denied on Sunday, denied on Tuesday. Even the Nigerian police followed them to do the denial, of which they were fully aware that everything is truth, that nothing is a lie. But they deny and say, no, it did not happen. Nothing like that existed. And when the Minister of Foreign Affairs, that I played this video before, was asked today on CNN, that why did they, that why did they delay in their security architecture to eliminate the terrorists? Oh, they denied and said they should not portray the narrative the way it is coming. They should consider and understand that Nigeria is multi-religious, multilingual, multi-ethnic. He ran away from the question that they are not doing more to protect. How are you doing more to protect the people that are being massacred? And what message are you now passing to the foreign investors that are supposed to come in?
He has not heard from them since. The kidnappings are the latest mass abductions in Nigeria. That's as the country is under scrutiny from U.S. President Donald Trump over the alleged persecution of Christians. On Christmas Day, Trump launched an airstrike in the northwest of the country, saying the U.S. would, quote, not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. Nigeria's government denies any systematic persecution of Christians. It said it is battling Islamist militants and criminal gangs who abduct both Muslims and Christians, often for ransom.
Armed gunmen kidnapped dozens of worshippers from two churches in Nigeria. Here's more.
They gather all the people, both the two churches, and then carry them away.
That was Doga Yohana, who fled as armed gunmen stormed two churches in northern Nigeria during Sunday services. The attackers took dozens of worshippers from the Evangelical Church Winning All and the Alberika Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church in Kaduna State. Another witness, Idris Madami, said he escaped the attackers, but about 20 members of his family were taken. He has not heard from them since. The kidnappings are the latest mass abductions in Nigeria. That's as the country is under scrutiny from U.S. President Donald Trump over the alleged persecution of Christians. On Christmas Day, Trump launched an airstrike in the northwest of the country, saying the U.S. would, quote, not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. Nigeria's government denies any systematic persecution of Christians. It said it is battling Islamist militants and criminal gangs who abduct both Muslims and Christians, often for ransom.
Armed gunmen kidnapped dozens of worshippers from two churches in Nigeria. Here's more.
They gather all the people, both the two churches, and then carry them away.
That was Doga Yohana, who fled as armed gunmen stormed two churches in northern Nigeria during Sunday services. The attackers took dozens of worshippers from the Evangelical Church Winning All and the Alberika Cherubim and Seraphim Movement Church in Kaduna State. Another witness, Idris Madami, said he escaped the attackers, but about 20 members of his family were taken. He has not heard from them since. The kidnappings are the latest mass abductions in Nigeria. That's as the country is under scrutiny from U.S. President Donald Trump over the alleged persecution of Christians. On Christmas Day, Trump launched an airstrike in the northwest of the country, saying the U.S. would, quote, not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. Nigeria's government denies any systematic persecution of Christians. It said it is battling Islamist militants and criminal gangs who abduct both Muslims and Christians, often for ransom.
Thank you for everyone listening. Like we said before, this coming Sunday is our, not this coming Sunday, the next Sunday. Yeah, the flyer is on the media. Let's get the flyer. Let's share the screen of the flyer so that everybody can see the flyer. Let's share the flyer. This coming Sunday is U.S. North and South Town Hall meeting. And we want everybody to tune in to come and support Biafra freedom. Come and support your freedom and come and give all the push that is needed so that we can achieve it all. And everybody should get prepared of the massive eviction protest in Biafra land. Our aims and objective is to evict Nigeria from Biafra territory. This is not a protest that some of you will say, oh, our leaders don't want protest. I tell you that your leaders are in prison. Your leaders can never want protest while they are in prison. Your leaders can never want sit at home while they are in prison, because it is one of the fears that have been put into them. They will give them the hopeless hope that if they stop you in doing anything that you have to do, that they will bring them out tomorrow. That is called hopeless hope. Are you getting the point? Mm-hmm. Hopeless hope. Hopeless hope is when they know that the thing is not going to work, but they have to brainwash you, cajole you into believing that it will work, so that you will fall for it. They will continue to give your leaders in prison and our leaders in prison the hopeless hope that they should tell you to stop sit at home, that they should tell you to stop any upcoming protests, that you should be calm. So when you stupidly go by that instructions of your leaders that are inside prison, by remaining calm and quiet, those your leaders will remain inside that prison for the next 100 years. And your Biafra freedom and independence will die off. That is why you don't need to take order from your leaders that are inside prison. Not on the liberation process, because they are inside. They don't know how the tempo is here. The people that will always go and visit them inside prison, they will not tell them the truth of what is happening, because those people want to use the opportunity that is given to them to go and meet them in prison to suppress the momentum of what is actually happening. So whenever they go, they will tell them, oh, it is this person that is doing this, when that person is not doing anything. They will either go and condemn Okechukwu Nkere. They will go and condemn BRJ. They will go and condemn BDF. and then they will go and sing the praises of Orabu Fulani. They will go and sing the praises of Emma Nonsense. They will go and sing the praises of Chinasa Nwoshi and Chicken Edozie. But they will not go and sing the praises of you. That is actually the nightmare that is causing the chaos everywhere for Nigeria to speak of the legacy that they that are in prison actually fought for. Are you getting the point? So, Biafrans, come out in mass on Sunday and join the town hall meeting. And every country can host and file up for their town hall meeting at any time. You know the procedures. Don't wait for only USA North and South, Lyzen or continent to be the one to do town hall meeting every month while you sit on the fence. You see, some of you are not using your brain in this very Biafran struggle. They say to those that much is given to them and they are able to dispatch that their duty. No, let me go back this way so that you will understand very well. There was a parable of a master. A master gave some seed to some of the servants and he went on a voyage. He traveled. What that actually meant was a seed of investment, a time of probation, a time to see how you can be fruitful with what is given to you and with the time being. What can you do with the time given to you to be the one in charge? What can you do with the time given to you for you to oversee the affairs of Biafra? Everybody will share seats, not of equal ratio. They will share seats of different ratio. But you see that somebody that was shared of a seat that was small could go with the mindset of becoming industrious to plant that seed and make sure at the end of the day he is able to grow +1 to that seed. While some other person that has 100 seeds will allow the seed to die off in his hand, interpreting that the master is very greedy, that the master is enslaving him or her, going on holiday to go and enjoy his or herself, while now waiting to reap from him being the laborer. Where am I going? Where I'm going is this. USA North and South continent have been hosting town hall meeting every Sunday. They don't miss out, no matter how bad it is. I remember last year when they wanted to miss the date, I told them, no, you cannot miss the date. Even if you have missed the date, you have to do this town hall meeting. Because it is a blessing and a mandate that God has put in your hands. You don't know what God is doing for you. As you're doing this town hall meeting every month and keeping the candle shining, God is replenishing your pocket. God is opening more doors for you. God is promoting the people of America, North and South. God is increasing your strength. God is replenishing your pocket and making your fountain never to dry, and your system to continue to increase. If USA North and South are doing town hall meeting as a continent, every month they must. Every month they must. Tomorrow now, if we say, let us give the biggest award or the biggest position in this government by continent, then we decide to go by their report card of activities, then we find out that it is USA North and South that has been super active in their contributions, in their town hall meeting, in their dedication, and in their sacrifice to this BRGIE. Then we say, USA, win it. You have to wear the crown. What will you say? Will you say that Sonny is wicked in his statistics? Will you say that Sonny is wicked in his judgment? Now I am calling on every continent. I want all of you to drum the competition with USA. The competition with
genocide against Christians.
Draw the competition with USA North and South continent. That is what I'm saying now. Draw the competition, draw the line with USA North and South continent. Meet their match. As they are doing town hall meeting every month, try to meet their match. Compete with them so that tomorrow, when the report card is brought down, you will also see that maybe in the month or in the first quarter of 2026, you were able to do what? To double the match of USA North and South. Because USA North and South takes the calendar every month. There is no month that they want to miss out. And that is why they continue to excel every day. You that want to sit down until I use iron to hit your breast before the milk will come out for you to go and plan of a town hall meeting. Are you having double head with the USA North and South continent? Is it not the same head that you have that the USA North and South continent also have? Is it not the same head that you have that the reps and admins of USA North and South have that you have in the African continent? Is it not the same head that they have that you have in the European continent? Is it not the same head that they have that you have in the Asian continent? Is it not the same head that they have that you have in the UK? I am asking all of us. So, as USA North and South are challenging and taking every Sunday, every month, I want to see the same match of challenge from every other continent. That's why I normally say, I love you, challenge you. 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 If you were sluggish in 2025 and 2024, speed up in 2026 and make a difference. So I appreciate all of you for all you've been doing, both those that do their town hall meeting once in a while and those that do every month. But I want many continents to start challenging USA North and South. That is my dream. When there is no opposition, I don't like it. When there is no challenge, I don't like it. You make the house dull. I want to see challenge. Yes. Challenge USA North and South in a town hall meeting. That as they are coming up every month, they don't fill the form. Their flyer come out. I want to see other continents do the same. Yes. By so doing, you see that USA will now see that they now have concurrence and they will now think of something else. Before you know it, they will devise another tactics. We want to see it happen. So while on the 25th, we assemble in USA North and South, and on the 1st of February will now be the all-continent combined town hall meeting. All-continent combined town hall meeting. This all-continent combined town hall meeting, everybody have to come together. Bring your tithe and offering, your thanksgiving. Come and make your donations. Come out en masse and come and make your donations. Please. Bring your tithe and offering. And for some of you that are complaining about flyers that you see our PM address as acting PM, these flyers have been in circulation for the past weeks before our new PM was elected. Our new PM was elected just a few days ago. That is to tell you that we did not preempt our new PM coming into office. For us to have changed flyer 3 weeks ago. So the flyer is with the old title. New flyers that are coming out will come out with the new title. I don't know why some of you will be so concerned about the title of the flyer. Instead of you to be concerned about the remarkable result that is coming out, you're concerned about title of the flyer. And let me use this opportunity to address something. It is our very new PM. He's not so concerned about that title. That title that you people have given to him is actually increasing his burden. Yes, it is a load, but he's not complaining because he's doing it with joy for Biafra. If he was not ready, he will not walk in to carry the cross. Just like when God said, "Whom shall I send to go to planet Earth to save my people?" Jesus Christ said, "Here I am, send me." Did you hear Jesus Christ get so worried about the name, all the titles they give him? No, he's not so concerned about the name. But the sacrifice he did outweighs the name that they gave him. So applies to our new Prime Minister. The sacrifices he has been doing since 2022, which many of you don't know, behind the scene for this very government, it outweighs any name that you can give him today, because he has been there from the very beginning. He has been there as a backbone and engine room that many of you did not know. That is why when our PM, Simon Ekpa, was imprisoned in November 2024, when conditions came out for an acting prime minister to be elected, he is the only one that met those conditions, those criteria that were stated out. He is the only one that met those criteria, because those criteria were for a reason, and is the only one that met those criteria. But not for the name, but for the conditions that were attributed to the kind of person or the person that must occupy that office, so that this government will not be on the brink. That is why we are waxing strong. And we are going higher. I salute all Biafrans. And I thank all of you for all that you have done. So keep a date with us, 1st of February. Yes. Gather everything and come in a very strong force. Invite everybody and let them come. Let them come and join hands and support dear Biafra, our Biafra, your Biafra, my Biafra, so that we can get the result that we need. Now, there is a question you should ask these people here. Let me bring it to the screen. I want you to ask these people some questions. these people here that were all available in this very town hall meeting, because Elias gave them another big one. When you listen to
Dear friend, Dr.
Elias will explain something and tell them that
Rosie, it's wonderful to greet all.
some of them used to say that they are snapping.
Thank you. Thank you.
He said some of them used to say they are snapping only photos. But their photos are not just mere photos. Their photos are speaking for them. And those that knows the importance of what they are discussing behind the scene, they know. But do you know that those that were saying that we are snapping only photos, that they were even part and parcel of this cabinet meeting? You will see them in this very video. All of them that were telling Elias that and PM that we are snapping only photos, they were there in that cabinet. And today, as they don't see PM again, they can boldly open their mouth and tell Elias and tell you and I to our faces that we are only snapping photos. So they were still here when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was here. They were still here. They were still here saying that we are snapping photos. And Elias was addressing them inside this town hall meeting. Elias was addressing them. And they did not know that Elias was addressing them and their idiosyncrasy. Today, all of them now open the mouth to say it very well. Now, that Elias is a criminal, he collected money from the Nigerian government, that is snapping only photos, that there's nothing to show. Let us play. But you should ask them. This is September 2024. And today, where are all of them with Elias here in this video? Today, some of them here are telling Elias that he is snapping only photos. But the US government recognizes those photos with result. But these were people that were seated inside there in sheep clothing, wolves in sheep clothing, and shouting, "Oh, Obatobi, Elias," and they clap. Listen to them as Elias wash their nyash with soda soup, and they think they burn them now.
My dear friend, Dr. Ngozi, it's wonderful to greet all of you, and I'm happy to greet you because of the history we have been making. I mean, look at the progress we have made in such a short period of time. We've met, especially this past month, with many top members of Congress, including meeting members of Congress on more than one occasion. I know many of you have seen the photos that we've had, but you should also know that these were not just photos. We've had substantive meetings with these members of Congress, sometimes for 1 hour, sometimes for 1 hour and a half. We've been
Let me take this back so that I will explain something. This meeting here, who did
Congress on more than one progress we have made in such many top members of Congress, including meeting members of Congress on more than one occasion. I know many of you have seen the photos that we've had, but you should.
Who do you see in this photo? You see Bryce and Oklahoma. You see the yellow pawpaw in America. These are the people that after Mazi Simon Ekpa has been imprisoned. And we even sent Bryce and Oklahoma to go and see Mazi Simon Ekpa in prison. This is the same person that is coming back to tell us that we don't need lobbies, that we are wasting money on lobbies, that we don't need lobbies anymore. Listen very well. But Bryson Okoma was enjoying the lobby's work and all the meetings that he was called upon to also go and stand to represent Biafra on a diplomatic engagement of the US community. Are you seeing it? He was enjoying going to be part and parcel of those meetings and also snap the photos. Somebody should ask Bryson, you also went to be part of some of the diplomatic engagement. So you were also snapping photos and you don't have anything to show. Abi? And then it's the same person that said, we don't need lobbyists. We should not be paying lobbyists again. We should abandon lobbyists. Because all their plan was to make sure we destroy BRGIE and we destroy the diplomatic and political work that Mazi Moneba had started before now. Every relationship that we have started, they wanted it thwarted. Or because they don't have control of it, they want to destroy it. They say we don't need lobbyists again after Mazi Moneba has been imprisoned. But in this video, what do you see? You can see them enjoying photos of diplomatic engagement. Hey, Alu Meru. Alu Meru. Elias knows how to analyze these people, honestly.
With my dear friend, Dr. Ngozi, it's wonderful to greet all of you. And I'm happy to greet you because of the history we have been making. I mean, look at the progress we have made in such a short period of time. We've met, especially this past month, with many top members of Congress, including meeting members of Congress on more than one occasion. I know many of you have seen the photos that we've had, but you should also know that these were not just photos. We've had substantive meetings with these members of Congress, sometimes for 1 hour, sometimes for 1 hour and a half. We've been educating these people extensively, most of whom were not aware or didn't have a nuanced understanding of the Biafra issue. Now they understand the Biafra issue. They want to do things to support us. We had 2 meetings with Speaker of the House of Representatives, and to encapsulate the importance of this, the Speaker of the House is the 3rd most important person in the United States government, behind the President of the United States, the Vice President. So not just one of the most powerful people in the United States, but in the world. We met with the top people, not just people in Congress, but top people in Congress, chairman of committees, chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Mike McCall, chairman of the Africa Subcommittee, John James. We even had a nice exchange with chairman of Judiciary, Jim Jordan, prominent personalities like Senator Ted Cruz. And so we've made enormous progress, and now we're going to be moving from the awareness stage, which we will be continuing because there are 535 members of Congress. We've been very aggressive in terms of trying to close the information gap. In terms of the meetings we've been having, anyone we've educated has been very sympathetic and supportive to what we've been telling them. The only challenge that we have is the lack of knowledge about Biafra. But we're closing that gap very quickly. There were days where Oge and I, or the finance minister and I, would have 3 meetings a day with 3 different members of Congress. So we're moving very aggressively to close that information gap. And this is really historic, the level in which we're having these meetings. I mean, frankly, I'm not sure if Tinubu could meet with some of the people we met with, frankly. I don't think he would get his appointment. So I think we should be very proud of all of our ministers. You should be all very proud of yourselves. I mean, every day we're having so much success in D.C. I'm punching the zoo in the face every day, and I've been punching them so much now my hand's getting tired. I have to take a little bit of a break this weekend because we've put them on the defense. And we see this. We see this in very practical terms. The Nigerian government is so scared now that they're having their army, reach out to Amnesty International, to ICC. They're crying to these people because, they're totally freaked out by our meeting with the Speaker of the House and members of Congress. And we're going to get them more freaked out. I'm telling you, when we continue, we're going to see Tinubu go out there and he's going to start crying. I said this from the beginning, that I'm going to make sure that he starts begging for help. So we're going to continue to press them. We're going to continue to give Zoo blow on a daily basis with our successes here in Washington. And, there's some major things that we're doing behind the scenes. We've gotten commitments from members of Congress. I can't go into all the details, but commitments from members of Congress to press the Biafra issue both with the executive branch and also international bodies like the United Nations. So you should be prepared in the coming months to see some major as a result of the engagements we're having. And I just want to say also that, the members of our government, we have an amazing team here. I mean, the Minister of Finance, what a man of dedication. He's been having all these meetings with me, coming to D.C., taking the time, sometimes with full day. We have Dr. Ngozi, who, we're working on a daily basis, right? Always having important phone calls. The Prime Minister, who's always working 24 hours a day. I don't even know if he is getting any sleep, So, we just have such an inspirational team that we have here. We're achieving a lot of very significant results. I think we are shocking not just Nigeria, but the world. And this will help us, in terms of getting that momentum when we hit December 2nd and beyond December 2nd. And so I think we should all be very excited. But we're not going to take a break or a rest on our laurels. We've had these great achievements this past month, but we're going to continue to ramp it up, continue to give very deep blows to the zoo on a regular basis. And trust me, you're going to continue to see them panic. You're going to continue to see them do more and more desperate things. And, we're not going to stop until victory is achieved, as I said in the beginning of this journey. So thank you again. I always believed that we would make a lot of progress, but even I have been pleasantly surprised about how quickly the progress has come here in Washington. So this has been a fantastic journey. I encourage all of you to follow our activities. Many of these meetings we're posting on X. So we're doing things unlike previously in a fully transparent, democratic process. We're not hiding anything. The people we're meeting with, we're posting photos. We're also posting videos too, because some of our enemies from the zoo, they were, complaining that, these photos are photoshopped. So now we're also showing brief videos of these meetings. So, they can't say anything. Now the zoo is so desperate, they're coming up with more and more crazy conspiracies. One conspiracy they made about me was that, Elias is a clone and the real lobbyist is somewhere else. This shows you how desperate the zoo is and how desperate the saboteurs are, that they're, resorting to all these completely crazy conspiracies. They just cannot handle the success that we're having. So, I'm very delighted with all that we're doing. I thank you for all that you do because, you have been supporting our efforts, the Biafran people. So, thanks again, and I look forward to celebrating more of our successes together in Finland. So thank you, Prime Minister, Your Excellency. Thank you, ministers of the government, and thank you to everyone on the Zoom and the people of Biafra. And long live a free Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Elias, for that update. We're looking forward for even more better days ahead. We know that we are going to break many walls and many doors.
Yes.
You have done a very good job, and do not worry about what the enemy says and how they will push their propaganda, and it is part of the game. So, what we do is that we use them for our own benefit. So whenever they make this propaganda, they promote the activity of the government. And any day they stop the propaganda, we manufacture something for them to continue. I'm telling you, that's the only way we create awareness. We use our media, use their own media too. So while they are busy thinking they are making propaganda, we give them more job to do. And of course, when people go to watch them, they are not just only taking in, assimilating what they are saying, they are also going to look at our own side.
Yes.
And then they make their own judgment. That's exactly what is happening. So that's why when the more they do this propaganda, the more they go down. and they will never understand how it is happening. So people will go and listen to them, and then they will come to us to know what is actually going on. And when they see, they judge, the two, and they will leave them and they run away from them. So that's exactly what is happening. So let them continue. And anytime they look as if the propaganda is reducing, I will do something else. Because I am telling you the fact, I can never allow them to have peace. I will bring more things for them to continue to do propaganda. Believe me, the more propaganda, the more the government is excelling. Go and check it. Anytime the propaganda stops, it's as if something is taken away from us. So we must understand that is the only way we promote our own activities and projects through their own media.
Yes, well, I assure you, Prime Minister, we'll continue driving them crazy on a daily basis. Yes. And if I ever find this Elias clone that the zoo says exists, I'll let you know if I find this other Elias. So.
Yes, thank you very much.
Where are all of them today? Where are all of them today?
I mean, he's been,
Where are all of them today? All of them that were going for political engagement and also snapping photos. Where are all of them today? Look at Bryson Okoma. He enjoys snapping photo and having political diplomatic meeting. And then he came back and said, we should not use lobbies again so that everything will destroy. Chai. Hello, Mero. I salute all Biafrans. Before they said Elias is a clone. Today, I don't know what they will say he is again. What is Elias today? Still a clone? Oh my God. This was 2024, September. The same Elias that they are calling criminals throughout 2025 started like this, and they were clapping for him. 2025, because he refused to compromise and follow them to go and blow survivor whistle. He refused to compromise and follow them to go and recruit a Bubagu terrorist. He now became a criminal to them. See, some of you in this Biafra struggle, you can just do propaganda, destroy somebody's name because he refused to buy to your lies and deceit. When somebody refuses to buy to your lies and deceit, you just go on the media and destroy the person's name. But continue doing it. Let us see where it will land you. I salute all of you. Please, when you see all of them, remind them and ask them, where are you all today? All of you that were enjoying taking photos with Mazi Elias, while he took you all for diplomatic engagement. While you were taking the photo, you come back and say he's snapping only photos. But you were enjoying, and then you came back and say, oh, Elias, we are making progress. We are making progress. But later, you still use your mouth to say his photos. Where are you today? Bryson Okoma, where are you today? We don't see people in the media. You cannot even show your faces again. But Elias is still there doing the work that they started in September 2024. Now, he has garnered so much result that American government are actually working on whatever he is demanding or putting on the table for. See the beautiful people? See these beautiful people here? If you know you appear in these photos and you are no more here, you should be very, very ashamed of yourself now. Honestly. You should be very, very ashamed of yourself now. Because the great result, the great work that you all started is yielding the result and the fruit now. While you have used your hand to destroy yourself. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. BRGI continue to work strong. I salute you all. Mdewo from here, from me. It is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some of you. Mdewo.